The traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Our setting tonight. Thank you. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lou Williams.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And the Clippers starting five. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Ibaka in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Brooklyn, they've got Joe Harris. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the center position. Now here's Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 18 feet out. And it's Irving missing. And here's Los Angeles. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
I love the communication, love the hustle.
Oh, the power on that throw-down.
The anticipation of Kyrie steals it away, kicks off the fast break.
Beverley, the pass to George. Back to Beverley. Outside for George. Back to Beverley. In the corner, George with it. 5 on the clock. No good from outside.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Here's Harden. Back to Irving. The three. Here's KD. Here's Jordan. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. You always see it, these players, Greg, looking rejuvenated after the All-Star week. Does that short period of rest really make that kind of difference?
I think sometimes mentally more than physically. It's kind of an opportunity to hit the reset button and prepare yourself for the stretch run. And listen, that season is so long, and because guys train year-round now, to get that mini break, if you will, I think can work wonders for guys as they get ready to make that home stretch push.
Yeah, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And the rejection by Harden. Beverley dishes to Ibaka. No good that time. The Nets go the other way with it. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
They understood what the defense was trying to take away and game planned a great strategy to take advantage of it.
Irving kicks to Harris. The pass to Harden. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And on any given play, the beard can take your breath away. He's just got that flair for the spectacular.
And that one's good. Beverley.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Passes it to Harris. Takes a three. They get it again. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
What I like about that play, DeAndre Jordan not just looking to corral the miss, he's looking to finish the job.
Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Irving. No good there. Excellent D there from George.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverley.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
Here's Williams. And it's Shamet with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Paul George with the steal. It's tipped. And here is Brown. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And he lays it straight in.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Williams. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Shoots over Shamet. Here's Zubac. Rebounded by the Nets. Here's Luwawu. Puts up a three. Up again. And it's good. But hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And now that we've got the chance to see it in slow-mo, I think the ruling has to be that he did not beat the buzzer with that shot.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Griffin is out there with Green. Then there's Irving. Then there's Brown. And it's Luwawu in at the three, the small forward. Irving against Williams. Pulls up. High post. Griffin kicks to Irving. Fires the three. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. Morris with the bucket.
This is the type of playmaker Lou is. Outstanding at getting it to his open guys.
Irving looking for an opening. He dishes it to Green. Good work defensively by Morris.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Kennard. Right side, Williams. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead. The Nets have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Griffin finds Irving. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
Wow, one of the craftiest ball handlers in the league, Kyrie, on a tear.
And it's sent back by Irving. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And James Harden has subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams. Beverly against Harden. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. And still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
Ibaka outside, and Beverly kicks to Ibaka with the shot. Again, Los Angeles.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Nets trail by 7. It's Durant on the wing. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
He can break you down solo, but coming off a screen, how are you going to stop KD?
40 seconds left in the first half of the game. Leonard the pass to Beverly. Leonard looking over the floor. 4 on the shot clock. And that one, good.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
The Nets have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. It's Durant on the wing. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Leonard. And even 3-on-3 break. Jackson finds Leonard. He gets it in there.
I love it, Kawhi. When you have skills from the mid-range, you don't need to force anything.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 8 points and 1 steal. What you think, Shaq, about the first half? And that's all we have.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka in at the center. Clippers leading by 9. George dishes to Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Mistake by the defender, fouling a very good free throw shooter in Kawhi.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
KD can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Ibaka.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Harden against Beverly. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Outside Williams. Morris looking over the floor. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Yeah, and I
think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Nets trail by 10. To the middle, here's Jordan, and slam dunk by Jordan.
Most of DeAndre's field goals are dunks, exceptional at getting great position down inside.
Outside Williams, pass to Leonard. And Jordan sends it back, and he gets it back. Poked away and stolen by Harris. Durant with it, guarded now by Morris. Durant, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Morris, no good.
Shaky start to the half, going 1 for 4, still trying to find that groove.
Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Harden. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Joe Harris. Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here's George, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
The Clippers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Harden kicks to Green. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Harden. No good on that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Landry Shamet. Outside, George. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3. Nets trail by 11. Outside Irving. To end the run. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Clippers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. George finds Williams. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Clippers, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams. From deep, George. Rebounded by the Nets. There's 38 seconds left in the third. Green, the pass to Harden. Good work there as it goes.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
In the corner, Ibaka with it. And again, no good by the Clippers. Nets trail by 8. Harden outside. George against Irving. Shoots from the elbow. No good on that one. Now here's Beverley. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done a terrific job holding him in check. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then there's Brown. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Irving against George. Looking to get back on track here. A nice shot by Irving.
Slithering off the pick and roll, Kyrie makes the right decision to keep it himself.
Beverly looking around. Outside Batum. It's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Nets. It's a 10-point game. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Batum with the steal. Beverly the pass to Leonard. Back to Beverly. Batum against Brown. A shot by Batum, no good. The Nets shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Here's Griffin. Shoots over Leonard. And on the way from Irving for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter. Los Angeles calls timeout. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. His point to them was that they put themselves in a position to succeed and that this is their game to lose. So he needs to see full concentration out of every guy on the court to finish this one off. Kevin?
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Got a piece of it. Paul George with the steal. And Leonard has it in the corner. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. And Brown throws it down.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
And George kicks to Ibaka. Cans the shot with nobody near him. 6 points for Serge Ibaka.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Irving with the ball. Brown outside. Harden outside. On the wing, Irving. 5 to shoot. Corner shot. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Irving's got 7 now in this quarter.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite-level passer.
Beverly dishes to Ibaka. Back to Beverly. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 19 points.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Irving can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 9. Unloads from 13. And it's Durant with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And DeAndre is one of the best in the business in that situation. You let him sneak in behind you, and you're going to pay.
Outside Batum. This has reached desperation time for him.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on. calm in the heat of the storm. Kyrie with a big bucket.
And the Clippers call time here. They're leading by 5. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Leonard inside. KD's on him. Missed inside. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Harris against George. And George with the stuff.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Irving for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Over to the wing. Deep 2 from Beverly. And it's Irving with the rebound. From deep three-point range, off on that one. And so Los Angeles takes the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean,
thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to... Concluded. So just sit right back and relax. Welcome to this Sunday afternoon edition. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for the Clippers, we've got Patrick Beverley. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George, and it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings midseason?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Here's Leonard. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. Back to DiVincenzo. Giannis passes to Lopez. DiVincenzo with it, defended by George. Takes it from 10. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez.
Really not easy to stick with Brook Lopez in the screen and roll. This guy fantastic moving after the screen.
Outside, George. Now the pass to Ibaka. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3-ball.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's George. And Ibaka kicks to Beverly. Back to Ibaka. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. DiVincenzo passes to Connaughton. Outside Holiday. Back to Connaughton. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Clippers moving the ball around. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And they're on the break. Here's Antetokounmpo. Batum grabs the miss. The Clippers trail. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. George with the ball. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the Warriors. Connaughton kicks to DiVincenzo. To the paint, here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
If you give Lopez a 7-footer this much room, it's over.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks, that one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story. Well, and he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there, pure power.
Now, we could feel that one all the way over here. And the Bucks with possession here. The Clippers getting the bucket. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Holiday dishes to Lopez. Over Ibaka. Lopez, no luck.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Connaughton, defended by Ibaka. The kick out to Giannis. Pass to DiVincenzo. He feeds it to Lopez. George against DiVincenzo. Beverly the pass to Ibaka. Leonard looking around. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. The game now all time.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
Now here's Lopez. 11 points for him in that last game against Washington. So for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis is checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Pat Connaughton. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Pass to Augustine. Back to Giannis. Leonard with the steal. Outside, George with 2 seconds left, and it's blocked. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers lead by 2. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying times.
Being able to go through adversity and come out stronger.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got Chris Middleton, DJ Augustine out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Craig in at the 4 slot. And Forbes has it in the corner. Here's Middleton. Milwaukee keeping it alive. The new 14. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Augustine. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Shot's good by Middleton.
This is exactly what you expect from DJ Augustine. This is why coaching staffs love him. He makes everyone better.
Williams against Augustine. Outside for Jackson. Back to Williams. To the inside. Zubac feeds to Williams. The shot comes out. Now the Bucks take it the other way. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Williams passes to Morris. A second chance effort. Tries it from 9. Williams' shot is off.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. I'm going to agree.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Morris. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Reggie Jackson. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Kennard kicks to Batum. DiVincenzo against Kennard. Ibaka in the post. And Ibaka slams it in.
And how about Ibaka getting off the floor for that dunk? What a great finish.
On the wing, Holiday. Defended by Beverly. The shot by Holiday, no good. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
Middleton with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's Lopez. Got a hand on it. Outside Leonard. Down low. Batum finds Beverly. And he's good on the 3-ball. Beverly's got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
The feed to Lopez. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Inside, it's stolen by Ibaka. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Now, Kawhi Leonard makes dunks look easy. That ball looks like a grapefruit in his hands.
DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Down low. And they get it. And it's Lopez laying it in. Lopez has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now Beverly. Nobody near Leonard. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Well, efficiency from the mid-range has always been a part of Kawhi Leonard's game.
And thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. And the greatest... That about wraps it up. Time now for the second.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Batum in at the 4. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And he bangs it home with one hand.
What a nice little burst from Patrick Beverly to get in transition.
And Middleton kicks to Holiday. The Bucks working the ball around. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Outside Holiday. Middleton against Batum. And that one is hammered home.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
George passes to Ibaka. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half, and the layup's good off the glass. Ibaka's got 8.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Giannis dishes to Lopez. To the paint. And Lopez throws it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
George, no good.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Here's Holiday. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Leonard. Ibaka, the pass to George. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And he banks in the layup. George has got his second bucket of the game to go.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
And Ibaka kicks to Leonard. Here's George, and it's Paul George with the finish.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. In the corner, Middleton with it. Dishes to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Beverly. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Terrific activity from Paul George. Sticks his long arms in and mucks up the passing lanes.
Antetokounmpo against Leonard. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Holiday against Beverly. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, this guy is such a physical presence. Kawhi, phenomenal at finishing on the post. Possesses great touch and great length.
1:14 left in the third. Antetokounmpo up top. He's covered by Leonard. They get it back. Lopez. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Tries again. And it's good on the way in. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
Passes it to Leonard. Batum trying to break loose. Leonard, no luck. Bucks trail by 9. Here's DiVincenzo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. 34 seconds left to play here in the third. Batum dishes to Beverly. To the middle. Here's Ibaka. Rebounded by the Bucks. To the inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Basket good. And now it's only a 5-point Clipper lead.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
Well, you love how Paul George finishes on the drive. That is a powerful dunker right there.
Down low. And Batum kicks to Beverly. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Clippers ahead, leading by. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Just keep running, keep getting stuff.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got Bobby Portis. And it's Augustine in at the point guard position. And the basket is good.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
And Connaughton has it in the corner. Oh, and here comes Williams all alone. And Williams with the stuff.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Augustine passes to Connaughton. Lets a floater go. Pass to Forbes. 5 on the clock. Pass to Craig. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Giannis passes to Forbes. Back to Giannis. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Morris. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the Freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Jackson. And then for Milwaukee, Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Holiday in for Augustine. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Three-pointer. Morris with the rebound. Clippers leading by 13. A three from Leonard. The putback, and George able to finish.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
Outside Holiday. That one goes. Count it.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Outside, George. Stolen. Pushing it up. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
It's George on the wing. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. George has got 4 points this quarter.
And when Paul George has this kind of rhythm and pace to his game, you simply want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
Giannis kicks to Connaughton. And there's a minute 45 left in the game. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. No good on the triple. Los Angeles leading by 13. And again, the turnover by the Clippers. And Los Angeles with some changes. Batum comes in for Morris. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams. The Bucks also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. And Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. Middleton against Leonard. It's hauled in by Beverley.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
A shot by Batum, no good.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Clippers.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Paul George.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
Leonard on the wing for 3. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Fast break, Milwaukee. Middleton inside the 3-point line. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final and...
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. So the Nets starting five. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Harris. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving in at the 2 guard. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. Now, here is Harden. Jordan at the elbow. In the corner, Irving with it. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Outside Holiday. Passes to Lopez. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
Landry Shamet's checked in for the Nets. Harden, no good. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against the Wizards in Washington. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Well, there's a good reason this guy shoots as many threes as he does. Chris Middleton is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Harden against Holiday. Harden can't hit.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Middleton the pass to Lopez. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Lopez. Doesn't go for him. The Nets go the other way with it. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Here is Harden after the basket by Milwaukee. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And it's Shamet missing. The Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Giannis with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And Giannis gets it to go.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor like an Olympic track star, covering up so much ground with those long strides the way he does.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Ooh, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He picked up 33 points in their last one against the Wizards in Washington. And the shot goes in.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result. You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
And Middleton kicks to DiVincenzo. A minute 50 left here in the opening quarter. Lopez, no luck.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Bucks leading by 3.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Landry Shamet. Middleton can't get it to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Holiday against Harden. At the elbow, Griffin. Harden the pass to Griffin. They kick it out to Green. And again, it's the Nets missing. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Offline with his 3.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Excellent pass there to cap that break with an uncontested basket.
Giannis against Brown. There's the 3, and that's good. Chris Middleton for 3. Middleton's got 8.
The obvious work ethic of Middleton on full display there. I mean, the quick release off the pass, which leaves the defense without much to do.
And Harden with the stuff.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Chris Middleton is... Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis to explain the origin of the
I think the underdog story, started with...
And Greg playing with a chip on his shoulder has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got Portis, and it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Forbes. And a miss there on the triple. Brooklyn trailing, and there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. Irving with it. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Detroit.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
You can't allow Irving that look. You just can't give him that. He's too talented a player.
Irving against Augustine. Here's Portis. Back to Augustine. The Bucks working the ball around. Portis can't get it to go.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Griffin. Brown's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets. For Milwaukee, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Augustine, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Irving against Augustine. Irving attacking. The shot's good. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Shot from 12. Griffin. The reverse. Brown outside. In the corner, Irving with it. No good on the 3. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Forbes. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
The kick out to Irving. That 3 off the mark. The Bucks trail. Here's Augustine and the pass to Portis. Here's Craig, guarded by Green. Back to Portis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Pass to Lopez. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. Pass to Portis. Just 5 to shoot. And that one drops for him. Portis has got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Left side, Irving. Back to Harris. Outside, KD. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Yeah, Durant and his teammates really in sync. I mean, helping each other out, facilitating for each other. That basket there, a real team effort.
And that one's good by Lopez.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And here is Irving. He's got 8. Passes it to Harris. The offensive rebound. Jordan. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
A clear look here for Middleton. It's good on the putback. Portis has got 8 here in the quarter.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Goes up at the stripe. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Durant with the steal. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this.
Thank you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. It's a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7. And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Harris. And it's Durant in at the power forward.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
DiVincenzo finds Holiday. Brooklyn with the rebound.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think. And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Here's Lopez. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. In the corner, Irving with it. No good with the triple. The Bucks have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And that one's good by Giannis.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Harden outside, kicks it to Durant. On the wing, Irving. Beyond the arc. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Holiday attacking. Back to Middleton. There's the pass to Holiday. DiVincenzo with it, and it's Harden picking him up. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Here's KD. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And Giannis throws it down.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
DiVincenzo against Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Now here's Lopez. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Giannis right side. Second chance shot, and it's Lopez laying it in. Lopez has got his 2nd bucket.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
Irving passes to Jordan. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Jordan's got the lead up to 5 now for Brooklyn.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Landry Shamet's checked in for the Nets. KD on the wing. The 3. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Antetokounmpo passes to Forbes. Back to Antetokounmpo. He can't get that one. Nice D from Durant. Jordan kicks to Shamet. And here's Harris from the arc. Drains the three-pointer. And it's an 8-point Brooklyn lead.
You know, knocking down the three, guys, that's one of the premier three-point gunners in the NBA, Joe Harris.
Augustine passes to Connaughton. Here's Craig. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. We've got Antetokounmpo. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the three, the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Harden surveying the D to the paint. Here's Griffin. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bucks trail by 8. Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Griffin. Can't hit from in close. Back to Green. Back to Harris. Shoots the three. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Nets lead by 11. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. 4 on the clock. Harris inside the line. That one a little long. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez comes in for Portis, and it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Holiday with the three. Lopez up top on the wing, Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Pass to Durant. Lets the three fly. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Connaughton passes to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I absolutely love how Antetokounmpo just has a winning mindset. Consistently, this guy is looking to go all the way to the basket. Has to be devastating trying to stop this guy if you're on defense.
KD on the wing. Fires the three. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Bucks trail by 5. Now DiVincenzo. Outside, Antetokounmpo. On the wing, Holiday. Guarded by Harden. The shot by Holiday, no good. Nets leading by 5. Griffin kicks to Harden. To stop the drought. And he lays it up and in.
You always got to track hard. An elusive player who knows how to get it done inside.
Griffin passes to Perry. Banked in off the glass. And now a 9-point Brooklyn lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And they call the foul, so so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
And that one drops. And the Nets lead by 10.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Nets.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kyrie Irving.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
High post Lopez, Griffin on him. Middleton for 3. That shot no good. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They came in here and all right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony. The busy freeways of Los Angeles. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to. He's
the power on that throw-down.
Unreal. Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
You think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Here's Irving. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Here's George, and Jordan sends it back.
You can't just throw up stuff like that with DeAndre Jordan lurking around.
Nobody near Irving. Misses the three. Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's George, and it's sent back by KD. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Landry Shamit's checked in for Irving. And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Beverly against Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Now, here's George. 17 points for him last game against Golden State.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well. Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Harden. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year? We're mid-season.
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know,
yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Back to Beverly. Clock at 6. And it's off from three-point range. Nets leading by 4. And Harris wide open. He shoots. He shoots again. Harden inside the three-point line with the tip. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And it's Paul George with the finish.
Sweet finish from Paul George there. I like to see him get up to the rim like that.
Harden surveying the D. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. KD against Batum. And the shot goes down.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
PG showing that's a signature dunk from him.
The Nets with the lead. Harden outside. To the middle. Here's Jordan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
All the officials are all over that one.
It's his first trip to the line, and he can't get the first one.
Well, the adventure begins when DeAndre gets to the line, but I think he's wanting to work hard on his free throws, so it's not a substitution in the last 2 minutes of a game. He wants to get confident stepping up and knocking him down.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Durant. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Outside Irving. Pass to Jordan from 13. Irving. And staying with the play, Irving.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
On the wing, Williams. A 14-point game for him in the win against Golden State.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And not much of a surprise there. Kyrie, one of the better free throw shooters in the game, and so hard to guard without fouling.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Green's checked in, and it goes down 2 points.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Irving surveying the floor. Takes the 3. That one doesn't go. Got it off in time.
Well, one advantage you have with Blake Griffin playing that spot on the floor is that he can defend well both inside the post and step out and do the same on the perimeter.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Brooklyn ahead, up by 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Nets. Luwawu is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. Then there's Griffin. And it's Irving at the 1. Taken away by Williams. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And Jackson throws it down hard.
When you're given the ball as much as Lou Williams has gotten it through the years, he's experienced enough to make those kind of plays.
A 3-time Sixth Man of the Year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son Six in honor of his success in that role.
We talked a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we could start to chisel out the Sixth Men of the Year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument. And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Elbow shot. And that one hits back iron.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
They get the rebound. Jackson kicks to Morris. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Irving passes to Griffin. On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Williams. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 5.
Yeah, and that kind of activity helps Griffin to do so much more. In this game, he's been tireless.
Williams attacking, and Griffin sends it back. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for Williams. James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Leonard. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
And Harden with the stuff.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Brooklyn leading by 5. Outside Irving. Over Jackson. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
Here's Jackson. It doesn't go for him. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
Yeah, and they really squeaked out a close one. And that last matchup came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory. Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Basket counts. Jackson's got 6 points. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for him.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I'd throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Back to Leonard. That's tipped. Kennard against Harden. Offensive rebound. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Zubac.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Here's Irving. Connects on the 17-footer. Irving's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
Here's Leonard. Count the basket.
Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
Irving against Jackson. Irving kicks to Brown. Irving up top. That will count. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring... Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to... And that's all we have for now.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets, leading by 5. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2 guard. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Harden kicks to Harris. 5 to shoot. On its way from Irving for 2. No good. Shot missing. George with the defensive effort.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverley rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverley is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
Landry Shamet's checked in for Kyrie Irving.
You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
What awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
Harden up top, defended by Beverley, and the dunk by Jordan.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Lobbed up there for KD.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Clippers trail by 5. Leonard on the wing. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And it's blocked by Jordan. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. And the Clippers making a change here. Williams is checked in. Pass to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Over Harris. And Jordan sends it back. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Brooklyn leading by 5. Harden outside. Inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Kawhi Leonard.
Very easily could have been an and one there. Leonard takes the contact and still maintains the focus to make the score.
Shamet with it. Leonard picks him up. The open shot, Harris, and count it from 19 feet away. Harris has got his second basket. Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Nobody near George. It's good. This game is all even.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
Now, you can depend on Paul George to shoulder some of this offensive load. There are times where this team can turn over the reins to him, and he capitalizes that time.
It's hauled in by George.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
That one goes in.
Inside, outside. Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
To the inside, Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Williams has got the lead, back up to 2 now for the Clippers. Williams against Harden. Passes it to Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
It's basically pick your poison with Kevin Durant, especially in the screen and roll, an effective passer, and of course, a deadly shooter.
Outside for George. Back to Leonard. Makes it off the glass. Leonard's got 8 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Pass to Harris. On deep. Down low. Shamet the pass to Jordan. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds in this game. Nobody near Leonard. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Irving is out there with Brown. Then there's Green. Then there's Griffin. And it's Luwawu in at small forward. Irving for 3. It's hauled in by Paul George. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, I think you got to be cautious when you guard Paul George. He's not afraid of the contact, and that time welcomed it.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Here's Irving. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
George against Brown.
Oh, yes, sir. Paul George is aggressive. Look at his eyes right now, focused on scoring, and he sees the open path and gets right there.
Here's Irving, and it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Sinks the three-pointer. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Such a remarkable scorer. Kyrie has such a quick trigger. The D has no chance there.
On the wing, George. From downtown, here's Zubats, and the dunk by Zubats.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Takes a shot at the elbow, and it's Irving missing.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
Yeah, and an excellent pass by Morris, a guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Morris. The Nets also changing it up. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. Durant comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot, and Joe Harris is subbed in for Bruce Brown. It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Appreciate the mentality of Kyrie at this point, embracing the moment. He'll take the big shot.
And George kicks to Leonard. To the paint. And the dunk by Zubats.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Irving. It's hauled in by the Clippers. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Leonard, the pass to Zubats. George finds Zubats. Outside, George fires from deep. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Oh, Griffin in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Must see BG. You can see he stayed ready for that one. A terrific offensive talent.
George looking over the floor. Over Jordan. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
A deep 3 from Irving. That shot off the mark. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Left side, George. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And the Nets making a change here. Harden's checked in. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 7. Got it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Leonard on the wing. Back to Batum. The pass to Zubats. Harris against Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
They don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
Irving for 3. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Perry. Patterson defending. And again, it's the Nets missing. So the Clippers with the win. It was a thing. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George, and it's Ibaka in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. And Middleton kicks to Giannis. The kick out to Holiday over Beverley. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Beverley against Holiday. The pass to Ibaka. Outside for George. 6 on the shot clock. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
Here's Middleton. Paul George making his last shot. Holiday finds Middleton. Shoots over Leonard. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
And George, here we go. Here's Ibaka, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable. And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Count that bucket.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Beverley deciding where to go with it. Back to Batum. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Middleton the pass to Lopez. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Back to Holiday. Kicks it down to Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Giannis has got his second basket of the game.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now, here's George. A 17-point game for him in the win against Golden State.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
1:25 left to play in the first. Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. Shakes him. And that's 2 points on the layup. Giannis has got 6 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here's George. 6 points for him. From outside the arc. And Lopez pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Giannis kicks to Holiday. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. The three-pointer no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Holiday surveying the floor. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
How about he has yet to miss? 4-4 to start.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
I mean, he is explosive with his leaping ability. Paul George is well versed in finishing above the rim.
Here's Middleton. No good on the last second attempt there. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis.
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
We've got DJ Augustine, and it's Craig in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And the Bucks with possession here after the basket by Los Angeles. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Augustine against Williams. Pass to Morris. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
And Morris drops them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Pass to Craig. To the left wing. Fires for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Milwaukee.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Augustine against Morris. Here's Craig. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside Williams. Morris passes to Zubac. From the arc. Morris, no good. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against the Washington Wizards.
And really complete control of that game. If you recall, guys, they made sure they didn't have to sweat that one out down the stretch.
They did a phenomenal job putting that game out of reach. They really know how to put teams away.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Here's Craig after the basket by Los Angeles. Forbes can't get it to go. Pass to Kennard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And good that time. Williams has got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
Because of his size, everyone tries to get physical with Lou, but he pays it no mind.
Augustine. Here's Craig. Off target from outside. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Jackson gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, Jackson's first step is dynamite. A big asset off the dribble.
To the middle. Portis kicks to Craig. The pass to Forbes. Over to the left wing. Here's Connaughton. Pass to Portis. And the rejection by Zubac. Outside Williams. Here's the 3. He can't hit that time. And Milwaukee will come the other way. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 14-6 run. And the basket by Jackson.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Portis can't get it to go.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Morris passes to Williams. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's a 10-point Clipper lead.
Using his athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch.
Portis kicks to Forbes for the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jackson misses. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Golden State Warriors.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And the shot goes in. Craig's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
So savvy inside for a player of his size, and tough. Williams will do whatever.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 10 points and 1. And that's all we have for.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Paul George really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Ivica Zubac is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot. Kicks it out to Giannis. Just 3 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubac. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Leonard inside, defended by Middleton. Knocked away and stolen by DiVincenzo. For the finish, throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But You know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
And and guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to see. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Giannis has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Now George, 12 points for him. Lopez with the block.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. You want to see more of this from the big fella. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Clippers call time here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
For 3, Middleton. Holiday finds Middleton. Shoots over Leonard. The kick out to Holiday. And the 3 off target.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
Ibaka, no luck.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Middleton on the wing. A 3 ball. Serge Ibaka with the rebound.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Stolen by Middleton. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Los Angeles, Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. A shot by Holiday, nobody around. And again, the Bucks miss. Leonard attacking. Here's George. And again, unable to change momentum here. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And Holiday is right there. Holiday's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
Yeah, the toughness of Holiday, sticking his nose in there, coming up with the second chance look.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
The Bucks shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. The shot by George, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
Clippers trail by 4. And George, here we go. Here's Morris. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. Morris has got 6 points. Milwaukee has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. On defense, the Clippers. Offensive rebound. Here's Holiday.
Locked down. Leonard, a smothering force on the defensive end.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Williams gets the bucket.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. For 3, Middleton. It's rebounded by Lou Williams. Clippers with the ball. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans. They'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Giannis passes to Portis, and Portis throws it down.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
At the end of the... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 guard. And so it's Milwaukee now. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Williams passes to Leonard. Outside for George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lays it up off the glass.
It's one of those nights where George's number has been called time after time.
Outside Holiday. To the inside. Stolen by Zubac. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Leonard's got
wow! He went high.
That was nice.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Antetokounmpo against Leonard. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Paul George. Here's Morris. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Middleton outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Pass to Beverley. Back to Williams. Passes it to Batum. Lets it go with a 3. That shot no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here's Antetokounmpo. Batum grabs the miss. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They've led by as much as 10. Williams dishes to Beverley. Williams looking over the floor. The Clippers keep it alive. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. High post Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time, costly.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Big points. As the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
Middleton for 3. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Bucks trail by 6. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And Middleton kicks to Holiday. Bucks passing it around. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lopez right side. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Middleton for 3. And the Bucks miss again.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
It's George on the wing, defended by DiVincenzo.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And Giannis throws it down.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
It's George on the wing, defended by DiVincenzo. Here's Leonard, trying to get open as Ibaka. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Milwaukee on D, trailing by 4, and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh,
yes. Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Holiday against Beverly to the paint. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Absolutely. They're within striking distance, but they have to make pretty much every shot.
The 3 from George. That shot misses. Timeout called the Bucks. They're down by 2. 3 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they actually could take a 3 here and go for the win if they want to. I think they'll try and send it to overtime. The defenders don't want to foul in this situation, so you should be able to get a good look inside.
Outside Holiday. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo is out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Nets, we've got Harden. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination, so impressive.
Middleton, Jordan with the rebound. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Middleton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And really, from second-round pick to All-Star, Middleton's story inspirational. Yet even now, it feels like some people continue to sleep on it.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Harden laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Middleton with it. He's picked up by KD. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Back to Middleton. Just 5 on the clock. Over Durant. And again, the Bucks miss.
3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
Harden outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Middleton against KD. Great D that time from Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo, and that one drops for him.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's Durant. He's been an incredibly difficult matchup for all of their opponents, averaging 29 points a game. He gets it in there.
Well, those jumpers, they might as well be layups for Kevin Durant. That's his comfort zone.
Bucks trail by 5. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. Antetokounmpo up top. Guarded by KD. Back to Holiday. Pass to Middleton. He dishes it to Giannis. The shake. Trying to get open is Lopez. And it's Antetokounmpo with the bucket inside.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Harris, no good. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. It's a 3-point game. Middleton can't get it to go.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday.
Boy, Kyrie Irving shoots it with such extraordinary confidence regardless of where he is on the court. This guy is one of the most dynamic scorers in the league. That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Irving against Augustine. Irving misses.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Passes it to Craig. To the inside. Here's Portis. And Connaughton has it in the corner. And the pass to Giannis. Green against Augustine. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Here's Irving. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Irving's got 5 points so far.
Well, the ability to score at all three levels makes Kyrie Irving a near impossible check. Good luck, fellas.
Offensive rebound. Luwawu Cabarrot kicks to Irving. And the wing jumper offline. Here's Connaughton. The layup off target. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nets lead by 4. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Just cashing in on second-chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second-chance opportunities.
We've got Brown. Green is out there with Luwawu. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Griffin in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Augustine looking around. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Portis.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Outside Irving. Count that bucket. 9 points in the game so far.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Augustine against Green. Here's Forbes. Rebounded by the Nets.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. The shot's good from Irving.
Boy, terrific read. Kyrie Irving understands what the defense is giving him and takes advantage.
Pass to Augustine. And Griffin sends it back.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
I'll tell you, he's in a rhythm and playing with purpose. Great first quarter, even better in the second.
Pass to Craig. Here is Forbes, guarded by Green. Pass to Craig. Kicks it to Augustine. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And Griffin sends it back. Outside Irving. Releases. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Bucks trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
It's stolen by Green. Irving looking for an opening. And good that time. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Harden the pass to Shamet. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Shamet's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets. To the middle. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Durant for three. The rebound by Brook Lopez. Bucks trail by 11. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
So strong. Giannis has really added some ball since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now the pass to Harris. No good with the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Shots good by Middleton.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Holiday against Harden. He feeds it to Jordan. Pass to Shamet. Back to KD. 6 to shoot. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And it's Durant missing. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And that one drops. Now just a 4-point Nets lead.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
And that'll do it for the... Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He ended up with 15 points and that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Pass to Durant.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
Holiday with it. Picked up by Harris. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. And Holiday is right there. Holiday's got his first basket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Shamet on the wing. Durant deciding where to go with it. Dishes it to Jordan. Now here's Durant. He's been an incredibly difficult matchup for all of their opponents, averaging 29 points a game.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Harden outside. There's the dish to Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Bruce Brown comes in for Landry Shamet. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Harden the pass to Green. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. DiVincenzo finds Portis. Bucks passing it around. Middleton against Harris. Shots good by Middleton.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Harris outside. Shoots the 3. They get it back. Brown kicks it out to Harden. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Harden. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
And both free throws good for James Harden. Bucks trail by 4. And taken away by Brown. One-on-one here. And the jam by Harden.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Portis kicks to Middleton. Over Harris. On the wing, DiVincenzo. He dishes it to Middleton. Good on the triple. Middleton's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Holiday against Harden. The shot, no good. Good D by Lopez.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Harden against Holiday. Back to Harden. Harden draws the double. Down low. And there's Green on the assist by Harden. Green's got his second basket.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
DiVincenzo finds Portis. Now Middleton. Clock at 6. Middleton on the wing. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Brooklyn leading by 3. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Harden scanning the floor. Feeds it to Griffin. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Oh, the long arms of Brook Lopez effortlessly sends that back.
Another shot. And Holiday with the nice bucket inside. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
And here's Harris from the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3.
And they have scraped and clawed to get back into this thing, just chipping away little by little, and finally now taking the lead.
The Bucks shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
Chris Middleton has been on display for the Milwaukee Bucks. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Harden out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Durant. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Harden inside the 3-point line. Offensive rebound, Nets. Shamet kicks to Harris. Holiday against Harden. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Rocket 2. No good on the 3.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And they go to the intentional foul. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Lopez is checked in. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Nets trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's Durant missing.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Middleton on the wing. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Passes to Giannis. For the 3. And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Giannis. Middleton's got 11 points here in just the second half. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Irving. Count it from 12. Irving's got 19 points.
And we know this. When Kyrie Irving starts to get going on the offensive end, he's really tough to contain. An incredible scorer because you know he can hurt you from any area of the floor.
Middleton with it. Picked up by Harris. Middleton dishes to Holiday. Over Harden. The shot by Holiday, no good. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Irving.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Antetokounmpo passes to Connaughton, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th assist in this one. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Irving. Defense is right there. Good work there as it goes.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Holiday against Harden. And Holiday, here we go. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Nets trail by 5. Irving from long range. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 8 rebounds in this game. In the corner, Middleton with it. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. Banked in off the glass.
This guy is a silky smooth operator on offense. Middleton can score effectively on all 3 levels.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, DJ with the fearless opportunity, boy. What a shot.
Giannis with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Here's Giannis. Count that one as his 7th bank in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, Mr. Harris in the clutch. Welcome to the show.
Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And the Nets making a change here. Griffin's checked in. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Bucks. And Jordan slams it home.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Stolen by Harden. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Now, when the game is on the line, Kyrie is the guy you want taking the shot. He is a stone-cold finisher.
Second chance effort. Oh, couldn't sink the shot, and we're going to overtime. And regulation now And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. He'll be the Nets off the tip. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Now it's a 4-point Nets lead.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. So it'll be James Harden shooting. That's on Brook Lopez. Harris is checked in for Kyrie Irving.
And that tacks another big point onto the league. Great N1 play showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Bucks trail by 5. Middleton looking it over from the arc. The rebound by the Nets. KD's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. A little over a minute and a half gone now here in overtime. Pops it up for Jordan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
DeAndre Jordan, simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Antetokounmpo's got 20.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Takes a shot at the elbow, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Harden up top, guarded by Holiday. Shots good by Durant.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Middleton can't get it to go. Shamet with it. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the paint, here's Jordan. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And now a 9-point Nets lead. Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Middleton on the wing. And the miss. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. And the heads. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.